Good evening, lifers. It's a public information film brought to you by NHS. Selling today the philosophy behind the NHS prescription prepayment certificate. Thank you. As I just leave work. Any of you that saw my what day was it? St. Swithin's Day. So my St. Swithin's Day brief report, when I went into detail about my new inhaler, my big green 1.8 litre inhaler, would know that I'm suffering at the moment from quite a nasty chest infection. That is official, I must add. I was told yesterday at the doctor's, do you know, Mr. White, how many asthmatics die on a weekend? I think that was her way of saying, if you've got asthma on a weekend and you're suffering, don't wait till Monday. So I managed to get myself to the doctor's yesterday. I'm now on a course of steroids and antibiotics and a stronger inhaler and various other prescription drugs. And I'd just like to say, when you get over 40, it should be compulsory to carry, apart from a donor card and a Visa card, a pre-prescription license certificate, because they are a godsend. I remember I've had one of these for about 3 years now for various ailments, antibiotics, inhalers. I take 2 inhalers every month, which is at the moment 15 quid, and this cost me a tenner. So I'm making money every month. It's like a give you back debit card. It is, it's wonderful. A colleague of mine was recently in hospital having a couple of vertebrae removed, and obviously he had his meds when he was in, but when he came out, the follow-up meds cost him 200 quid in a month. That's a tenner. That would have cost a tenner. Please, unless you're fit and healthy, please get one. Yeah, so my prescriptions yesterday, I think I had 4 prescriptions, which would have come to 30 odd quid. Tenner. So £10 a month. What shitty weather we're having. Sunday seems such a long time ago. With a tiny little bit of blue sky this morning, certainly not enough to warrant putting the roof down, and I ain't putting it down tonight, because if I turn up outside the house, can you imagine that? I pull up outside my house and my wife's looking out and waiting for me. How's your poorly chest? And I've got the roof down. Never hear the end of it, So I've managed to struggle 2 days at work. I went in bright and early on Monday, loads to do. If I hadn't gone in, people wouldn't be paid, there'd be no holidays, there'd be no timesheets through. So there'd be 320 disappointed people. So you suffer for the joy. One of my colleagues that usually covers me in my absence was also off, so it had to be done. So I managed to get off at 1:30, then proceeded to go home and die. Got up, went to the doctor's, got home and had my dinner, and then died again. So I've had not a bad day, to be honest, but I wander around site about 5:30 just to say hello to people and ask how they were going on. I've just left now, which is just coming up to 7 o'clock. Again, one of the problems of not having a clock. Yes, it's just coming up to past on 7 o'clock. I'm on my way home, and I'm on holiday tomorrow, so I haven't given in to my illness. I haven't called in sick. I haven't gone home sick. No, I've scheduled my work, and I'm on holiday tomorrow. Now, depending on the weather, I might get to clean the car out because it is so in need of it. I might get to do the arches. I'm certainly going to do, excuse me, the inside, because it's minging. You could grow spuds in here. I'm going to do a bit more on my my number clock on my word clock, which is coming along rather nicely. It reminds me I need to call in at Maplin on my way home. Yeah, and just generally having a relaxing time and not having to get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock to go into work. But I've got to make up for it on Thursday, as you do. Anyway, what can we do for the rest of the Home from Work in Little M report? Do we want ice front? So we're going to go to Maplin. So, yeah, I think the trip down the A650. Yeah. How can I add fun and enjoyment? Well, you're not going to get fun and enjoyment out of this report by looking at me. I've no more gossip other than prescription drugs, coughing up phlegm, generally feeling rather wheezy. So I'm just going to ice front and we'll see what cars we can spot. Should we do some people watching? Yeah, we'll do that. So let's see what people we can see on our way home in Little M. So it's Home from Work in Little M, people spotting on this, the 17th of July 2012. Joggers. Never understood jogging. Kills your knees, kills your ankles. Oh no, it's not good for you at all. Cycling is good for you. Very good for you. Talking of cycling, old Bradders, get in there. He's got to win now. That will be, oh, has anyone ever won the Tour de France from this fair island? I don't think so. Oh, that's got to be, oh. That's my ticket for Sunday on the sofa, on the Champs-Élysées. Hopefully the team will have it in the bag, so to speak. Last day is never a racing day for general classification, so they'll probably set off on Sunday morning with a glass of champagne as they usually do. Wigo will have it in the bag, and then the whole team can then turn their attention to getting Cav on the Champs-Élysées. So let's get him a podium for the stage. Get him up to 22, which will be the most successful sprinter of all times. Most successful British anyway, innit? I'm not sure. I'm not one for stats. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So anyway, people spotting. There's not many around. There's Vauxhall Montego up front. A few people in there. What we're listening to? Oh, it's Stephen Wilson and his latest album called, oh, I forgot what it's called. Grace Under Something. Bear with me. Grace for Drowning. Check it out, it is brilliant. It's very atmospheric, it's very moody. Another jogger. Some would say self-indulgent, but I think it's just a bit arty, to be honest. I do love it. You need to listen to it and listen. It's certainly a grower, but artistically it is a gem. So if you're a fan of Porcupine Tree, if you're a fan of progressive rock, if you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of jazz, he's recently helped produce a load of King Crimson stuff, and you can certainly sense that. And who plays bass, I hear you say? Good question. Nick Beggs, formerly of Cab Jugoo. Remember them back in the 80s. Right, who's the next jogger on the list? People watching on my way home in Little M. Oh, did you see that? A pink moped. That was good. That was worth a mention. I think I'm going to switch off for 5. So I'll see you in a few minutes when I see something else a little interesting. Risk of sounding like a DJ, I'm going to leave you now for a few minutes in the capable hands of Stephen Wilson, the beautiful song which was about his late father, called To Form a Star. It's a gorgeous song which I'd love to share with you. So while I drive through these twisty turny lanes of West Yorkshire, I'll leave you with Mr. Wilson. The Wilson. Jogger walking.
Once in a while, I learn how to smile and horses' shadows rain on stone. No God here, I'm sure. This must be the cure for all this carry on and aim astray. Retreat from the begging and invites to the wedding revelation.
Sorry.
In time we forget our need to devour all those stories of tortured souls. Time to share. Will you stay?
Like it? It's good, isn't it? Just going through Kirkham Gate now. It's a bit boring this bit, so we'll turn off for a while. So, yeah, I know you want to carry on listening to this song, but go buy it. It's on iTunes. Stephen Wilson. Stephen Wilson. You can buy the track, you can buy the album, you can buy the deluxe version. You can go onto his website, well, not his website, the record company website, and buy it. It's a beautiful digipack with a gorgeous book inside it, yes, which I have bought. So I'll turn back on when there's something more interesting to look at. I think we'll people watch through Wakefield Centre. Bye bye.